I've done a lot of work. I've seen a lot of people suffering. The suffering, I work in the ER. So I've seen many, many people suffering, and they go, like, people get stuck. It's scary. So, anyway.
Yeah, a key element which is very, very weak in ourselves and in
What?
a key component necessary to make use of our suffering, to make use in the fourth way is like everybody suffers, but they suffer in vain. But how to make use of it, that suffering is handled in such a way that it deepens me, it fuels in my spiritual path. A key component of that is a very weak component in everybody I know, and including in myself, even though I was a therapist, was that the capacity to feel. We have a very limited capacity to feel, full of fear of feeling, and reaching maximum very quickly. Why? Because the awareness is asleep. So actually there was this wise master saying that if you want to feel better, you need to feel better. Our ability and capacity to feel and our limited, but this is a little bit more advanced.
Well, I mean, our society and everything is like we are programmed and brainwashed to disassociate as much as possible, basically, so that we can be cogs in the system. And so it's completely having to break that brainwashing out of the system and realize that no, we want to be present, we want to enjoy life, we don't want to just move through it. And in order to do that, we have to feel good and we have to feel the bad. It comes with all of those emotions, and a lot of people just don't want to feel the bad, right? And so they're unable to feel the good to its fullest, or we're unable to feel the good to its fullest if we're unable to feel the bad. That's the yin yang, or the balance.
And in order to feel better, meaning capacity of feeling to be more trained, that there's so much in it, is that we need to have practiced a lot and realized that I am not the feeling.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
And I is not an emotion, I is not a thought. Because I am a feeling, then I'm fucked. I cannot, I'm fucked. So there needs to be the insight of who is who.
Even changing the verbiage of I feel angry as opposed to I am angry.
Yeah, I mean, this helps the verbiage, but we can change the verbiage and still, this is me.
Yeah.
It's
part of the words or spells thing though, right? It's
right.
The more that you say I am this thing, the more that you're becoming that.
And so that's why we can't feel, feeling better, meaning to feel consciously, is the right ratio between, so not suppressing it, not avoiding it. So we need to have, in order to do that, we need to have a lot of disillusionment and understanding that all my avoiding and dissociating brought me again and again and again to the same thing. I'm tired of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's real.
Also to feel better. So there's this deep willingness coming from within, although we don't, it's oh fuck, okay, let me just be with this, man. Because everything else didn't work and this sucks, but this, I'm trusting my teacher messages that that's the way to move for this. Another thing is that if now we are, usually when strong feelings come, we are identified, and then the mind comes, and then spinning a lot of thoughts about me. You see, now we can't feel it. We are now spinning in thoughts. So in order to feel more consciously, one needs to also, the mind, we need to know we are not the mind, and these thoughts are not me, and these are just thoughts.
It's not the words. It's not the words.
It's a state of consciousness. It's a state of, Also, we can't, in order to feel terrible stuff that we have in ourselves, we have deep down in all of us very painful stuff, and of all humanity. And we can take that. One of my teachers say, you can only allow that if you can rest on a bag of goodies. You can't be fucked and feeling fucked, and you are being fucked. You are going to be like, yeah. So you need to have a foundation of okayness, and a feeling that, hey man, no matter what feeling is coming through, man, it's going to be okay. It always passed, and what I am is something else. And so to have this experiential foundation of stability of one's presence, and then we can let ourselves gradually not resist this, this stuff.
It's kind of like back to impermanence, like you were saying. It's like, if you feel it, like you will move through it, and then you will feel something else. And so it's like knowing that, like, that you're not necessarily going to be like feeling this thing forever, right?
Right. But if we resist, that's true, exactly. But if we resist it, and if we don't want it, and if we're like, man, I really hope I don't have this again, and this is the worst thing, and so then this attitude of being afraid of it and not wanting it contributes very much to that lasting very long.
Yeah.
Because we are maintaining it,
Yeah.
for giving it attention. Andreas?